My name is Casey Crutchfield, and welcome to episode 11 of Enjoy Life. Got a little bit of different scenery today, back in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Shout out to my dude Sharon for letting me film at his house. Got a great episode for you today. With that being said, the guest is all right. He is from Zachary, Louisiana, currently playing for the LSU Tigers. My man, Mr. Chris Hilton Jr. How we doing, baby?
Good.
Thank you for coming through. So, just to kind of start off and break you down some iceberg questions, who would you say is your favorite top three receivers?
Top three. No order. Say Odell. Grew up watching him. Like he just think up there too. And third, you have to say shit in him. They can. Yeah, he's good. Reynolds.
Good choice, good choice. So, who would you say you kind of like emulated your game around? Like, if there was a receiver,
Probably Odell. Because we kind of basically saying, this sound fasting. I mean, just the spectacular catches, the run after catch and stuff like that. It's kind of on them.
for sure. So, just kind of getting into your background and journey, what was it like growing up in Zachary?
I mean, like I said, Zachary is pretty much like a small town. Everybody know everybody. I had fun growing up with this, so I can't complain.
Yeah, no complaints. So, when did like football start becoming a big part of your life?
Probably. So I started when I was a kid. I don't know how old I was, but started off with flag football, and then I kind of ventured away.
Yeah,
And your kid got injuries. So I kind of stopped playing. Was hooping for a while and running track, so I kind of did those two. Then I got back to middle school, started playing football again. And then the funny thing is, high school, I wanted to go play football my freshman year. I was going to hoop my freshman year and then start by playing sophomore year. And we're just going to see what happened. But all my friends out there playing freshman football. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to miss it.
yeah.
So ended up going out there, and it's a funny story actually. So the coach was trying to get me to play the longest freshman, trying to play the longest. I kept saying, I'm going hoops. And finally, I was like, I'll ride with my mama, asked it up to high school, and they were just got done finishing practice in the first out there. So we stopped by, I'll go play. So my mom would track me down. He came up to the car and told him I was gonna play. And you kind of see him walk back to like the team called the practice was over with. He celebrated, arms pumping and everything. I'm about to play. And then I think it was the first game. And I still got the video on my phone. I think I scored 3 touchdowns that day. And the one that really set it off was the one-handed catch at the end of the back of the end zone. I guess the video somewhere on my phone. I just got to find it. But yeah, that's kind of what set it off for me. From there, it took off.
That's great. So, also moving on, kind of like you said, you were kind of a track star.
Yeah.
So, what kind of got you involved into track? They kind of recruited you into that, or it was something you wanted to do?
So both my parents actually ran track growing up, and they both ran track at Southern. So I guess you could say it was kind of, they never pushed me to do like any sports. So I guess I just felt one day wanted to run track. And I kind of did it when I was younger, did it in middle school. Then, like I said, I did it in high school. And high school was really kind of, well, it really started in middle school. My track coach, he gave me try out it for the first time. I ran it in I could just jump. And so ended up doing that. Was actually good at it. Took off.
For sure. Did you have any offers to go on track as well?
Nah, I wanted some, like, yeah, because at one point I was number one in the country for Arjun. So I thought I would get some, but it didn't work out that way. I'm not sure, it's just not everything football.
Yeah. So, how did it feel playing at such a great school like Zachary? I feel like they're always competing for a championship. What would you have to say about your time there?
I would say being a Zachary, it means you always have a target on the back. Like no matter who you playing, where you playing at, that team will always give you their best. And that I would say maybe the player that I get it, especially my sophomore year. That's when I want to stay there.
Yeah, so kind of tell me about that. Didn't you have a crucial play in there, or
Yeah. So like throughout that whole game, I just kind of figured like it was gonna be a big game for me. I didn't know when it would come. But the first play was the jump ball in the end zone. Pretty sure everybody's been seeing that play.
yeah,
And then it was the last play when we called screen passes. It was 3rd and 10. And I just saw all of it and I hit it. And the funny thing is, I said it back in the interview in the dome that I wasn't even like looking straight when I was running. I was looking at the big jump. Yeah, and trying to make sure I don't get caught. Yeah, that was a fun time.
great times. So kind of moving on, what kind of goals and dreams do you have for like your career beyond football?
Yeah, on football. Obviously, I always said this when I'm done playing, I want to go coach. That's probably the main thing that I really like to help the younger generation. You know, bring them, like sometimes like my brother, he's at high school and he got a job. Sometimes I go out there at him out when I can. Like that's just something I like to do.
Mm-hmm. So moving on, get to LSU. What were your first impressions of LSU?
It was a shock. Yeah, my first year was rough at LSU. Just like coming in, being you gotta like adapt to everything. So it's definitely an eye opener.
Yeah. So Sharon kind of talked to me a little bit, talk about your time at LSU so far. What was it like throwing with Jaden? Waking up early, going throw.
I mean, I just declare, no matter what happened, I always made sure that I was there. Just to show them that I was available. Like, even if I wasn't playing as much as I wanted to, I always wanted to make sure that I was there. Because that's just something that I pride myself on.
Mm-hmm. And not playing much this last year, how does that form you, or how does that fuel you motivation wise?
I mean, there were definitely times last year where I thought that I could have played more than I did. I always just kept that in the back of my mind that, no matter what goes on, just stay the course and run your race because it's all in God's time and everything will take care of itself. So I'm basically, I'm going to use that as motivation for this year.
Okay. Before we keep going, I see we got the Powerade out here. Jaden got the Powerade. Might need to sponsor someone else, but let's go for fucking
I'll sponsor him. I need another athlete that can always hit me up.
definitely hit this man up. So going on towards like personal growth and development, what have like you learned of yourself throughout these years so far?
As far as personal growth, I would say more on the mental side of things that my problem was when I first came, my first 3 years even, was always watching the next man, comparing myself to the next man. And that's kind of what put me behind certain aspects. Like I had to basically like sit down and tell myself like, you can't like control what you can control. I don't worry about what the next man thinks. You worry about what he's doing, that's gonna slow you down.
Yeah.
So I would have to tell myself like, run your race, and everything gonna call him because his guys playing is not your dribble.
So what are like some of the steps you think that you can take in the level up your game?
I would basically say just doing the small stuff and like the extra work. Like I will say this, and this is a big shout out to Sherm. I would say like my biggest problem, like I always, maybe some people can like, they'll know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But most people, they want to work hard, but they don't really know how to work hard. And that's kind of like what I faced when I first came. Like I wanted to work hard. I didn't really know what steps to take. So that's why I'm always grateful for him because he's been pointing me in that right direction. I'm not perfect. I slip up here and there, but it's a process. So this is like knowing what it takes to get, especially watching Jaden and saw what he did. Like I said, I was up 5 a.m. with him every morning. Just seeing what he did, I'm basically trying to follow his footsteps.
Do you think those mornings really helped out, like in the long run?
Yeah, because like I said, You're up there watching film every single day. The game kind of starts to slow down. You see things differently, and then hopefully that helps you in the long run.
So tell me about the bowl game last year. How did it feel to get that touchdown at the end?
Which one?
The
Kansas State one or Wisconsin?
the Wisconsin one.
So when I was coming into that game too, going into like basically the bowl practice, confidence was high, and I kept praying. I knew it was going. Something was going to happen, and I said I caught the first one. Got my foot in it. That one was good. But the real big one was the one for the end that set up the touchdown. Brian, the ball was a little bit unthrown, but being able to make that play at that time just capitalized on the opportunities. That ain't nothing about it right there.
Yes, sir. So how do you feel about this season? Obviously, you get a quarterback change. Now it's now in Charlotte. How do you feel? What do you see like some of the differences between the two?
My quarterbacks. Obviously, the one's more mobile than the other. But like I said, you can, I don't know, like build the offense around that. But I would say, like, as a team, I feel like we're gonna be all right. Like, so making sure that we're trying to mesh together as one. You see to the people taking leadership, like we taking small steps into like reaching our goal.
That kind of thing. So what would you say, like being from Louisiana, what does it mean to play for LSU? Because I feel like every kid who plays high school football and maybe they get a chance to go D1, LSU is always like a dream for them. What would you say that means to you?
For me personally, it has everything to do with family. You can say I'm from Louisiana. Basically, my whole family from Louisiana. So planning that and being like, and my family come to games, like that mean everything.
Definitely. So Sharon kind of told me about this one a little. Tell me about the run by you. Yeah.
So pretty much, I've been one of or not the fastest on the team since I've gotten there. And now we just got Jelano, we got Katie, we got Kenny Jackson, and a bunch of other guys. And basically, we much fast people on the roster. I mean, we do like a little catapult stuff like track your miles per hour and stuff like that. So you get like we basically compete. We have more to who can run fastest and stuff.
And how much have you clocked in on the
So right now, I got the fastest miles per hour, 22.7. That's right.
wow.
I'm trying to get 24. I need the room to.
I think we could definitely get to 24.
We can get to 24. It's just I need the space.
That's true. So moving on, what is it like to play receiver at LSU? I mean, there's been so many greats, like you said, Odell, Jarvis, Justin, Jamar. I mean, the list goes on and on. What would you say, like, what does it mean to be in that wide receiver room?
High expectations. Like I said, you coming after a long line of greats, and you can name them, but the expectations are high. And in that room, the room is stacked. It's always going to be stacked. So every day at practice, you got to come with your line that like you ready to kill. Because it's competition between, not only against the defense, but in that room too. Because everybody fighting for a spot at the end of the day.
Yeah, because everyone wants to step in.
Yeah.
And what was it like last year behind Malik and BT? I mean, obviously now that they're in the league, what was it like to stand behind them last year?
I mean, like, just seeing the stuff that they were doing on and off the field, they're kind of like motivate me. And I was especially happy for Brian and everything he was doing because I know him since I was a little kid, played against him. He embarrassed us one day. I think he didn't show up, 6 touchdowns on us. But yeah, just watching them and like taking business from what they did, apply to my head. That's pretty G.
Yeah. So besides, football, what are some things that you like to do off the field?
Ooh. That one for sure. I still hoop to this day.
Would you say that you're the best hooper on the team?
No, I wouldn't say that. I might be top 10, like in my sub top 10.
Top 10. Who would you say is number one?
Let me see. I ain't gonna say no clear cut. I'm a man you to see why they like a hoop on team. Ricky Collins, Jordan Gilliard, Savion, Trey Dez, he can hoop show. Who else is? I'm gonna go with them four. Hancock. That's five.
Oh, shout out to Thibodeau.
That's five. That's five.
So, what do you find yourself like on the game a lot or anything, or not really big?
So, at a point in time, I was, I think after 2K17,
Yeah,
that was probably the best 2K ever. What if
I was say that, or
16? So
I would probably go with
yeah, this was like back then I was on the game ever. That's all I used to play. And then after that, I don't know what they do with the game. I just kind of slide from there.
It did kind of fall off.
Yeah, and then I stopped playing the game. But college football probably was not. I'm on that game.
We're gonna speak on that for sure. What was like your favorite thing on 2K? You a park guy or?
All in the park. I didn't go to the rec. I was always in the park. Sunset Beach. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I was with.
But speaking of NCAA, how do you feel about that coming out? You know, it's the first year that it drops in like over 10 years. And you know, you're gonna be in the game, have your name on the back of the jersey, something that's never happened. How do you feel about that?
And really the dream come true because we all played Road to Glory, but NCAA 14 was out. I still wish I could play NCAA 14. I just don't have the system. But like I said, we all used to make ourselves in the game, go on the island and stuff like that. But actually being able to be in the game like that, that's pretty good.
Do you think the overalls are gonna be a little brutal, or are they gonna show some love? I mean, it is LSU, so you know, I feel like give y'all a little advantage.
So as long as my speed is like a 97 plus, I ain't like no problem.
I would, hopefully they don't give you a 90 or anything too crazy. But
Main goal, stay healthy. I want to make sure with the OG that no problems, no mixing, no bruises, injury free. One main goal, that's all I'm about. I mean, that's what I'm really working towards. I want to win it to political college, best receiver in the country. Yeah, the person I feel like I got a chance to win, so that's really on fire. Or I want to be all American, all SEC, all those accolades.
mm-hmm. And do you think what's coming like that, like what kind of extra steps do you have to take to reach that?
Basically, just being a student of the game, knowing what the defense is doing, knowing all assignments, and playbooks, stuff like that. It's really little things that take you far.
And what would you say this season? Do you have a special game mark, you know, circled on your calendar or anything?
Oh yeah, so I got a USC show because I ain't want a week 1 game. So like that one circled the show. I want to win that one. UCLA circled. We lost them last year on our freshman year. Then bonus.
Great, 3 great games that I've circled. What would you say, like, before that, what's the, like, best moment in Death Valley that you ever had?
It would even be, I got 2. It would be Bama game, obviously. Game 1 touchdown, I was on the field. One of the part is, I was hurt, right? So I had to shoulder off. So they were kind of telling me, like, during the game, like, hey, we win, they gonna rush the field, so be careful, like, so you don't get hit. So boom, Mason scores. I run out onto the field. I ain't care. I ran onto the field, and then somebody had to basically like guide me back to the locker room. As you were walking back, somebody was carrying a lady that she asked, that was a wild moment. And the next one would be when we played Southern.
Okay.
Because everybody in Baton Rouge was there that day. Like I said, my whole family went to Southern. Like I grew up around Southern. So just being in that atmosphere, playing them, listening to the band, everybody knows you can jukebox. Yeah, that was another good moment.
And do you think, like, do you enjoy going on the road games? Like, are you excited to go to Vegas and like get to experience that and all? Because I feel like when you play football, you get so many opportunities to go travel and see the world. So,
Uh, away games. Usually I like away games because the hostility.
mhm.
Like I like being in that environment. Where everything is against you at that point. You gotta go up there. That's the reason away games.
And then if you do take the win, then
Yeah, a good playing around back.
mm.
And I thought with
Now, who would you say on the offensive side is some of the funniest players on the team?
and that nice. We're talking about comedians. Kyron is one, and who else? I know I'm missing some. Uh,
Someone's gonna be mad you didn't call them out.
I know. I know them. It's them two show offense. Them one player I'm like. I'm probably missing somebody. That might be mad at me, but drop back right now. But them two show.
I think there's some good ones to throw in there. So, just wondering, what is it like to be in a receiver room that has like Kyron, Aaron, yourself? Does that just make it more like competitive for y'all every day?
I mean, at the end of the day, in that room, we all family.
Yeah.
But come down to football, it does make it work, and that's
Just football.
that's why you go at LSU. That's why you play receiver at LSU. Because even if you in that stack room, you gonna come out of there better when you first came in, just because of the competition that is gonna bring.
Mm-hmm. And I know you mentioned earlier about the shoulder injury, and I feel like injuries, obviously a part of the game. For kind of younger people, what would you say helped you stay positive, not get discouraged?
Um, gotta have faith. I'm not gonna sit here and honestly everything was usually cream because it wasn't. There was definitely some dark moments. That's it. I went from one meniscus to the other meniscus to my shoulder all within 2 years. 3 surgeries in 2 years. So it definitely wasn't easy. I did lose my ways. I was the person like I'm gonna sit here and lie to you. I was. I just had to find my faith again, put my faith in the Lord and trust His plan, give it all to Him.
And would you say, like, who kind of instills that faith into you? Did you find that, like, you just kind of found it after, like, reflecting with yourself, or did someone kind of, like, point you in that direction?
It was, I mean, like I said, there was a lot of people around me that did help me, but Sherm wasn't the way. Like he'll send Bible verses and quotes to me almost every morning.
He says he's a group chat legend for that.
Yes, and they did. But he'll send them every morning, and I read them. I'll try to apply them to them.
Mm-hmm. Would you say, that Shane's kind of had like the biggest influence on you since you've been to LSU?
100%. Yes. Like I said, when I first came in, you have goals and aspirations, and you be able to pursue them. And being a young kid, you don't really know what to do, how to overcome that. And it goes back to the hard work thing. You come in, you want to do this and a third, you don't really know what's the first step into doing it. And I can say that he's put me in a position to where like I know what hard work is, Tom.
So, kind of moving on, with this being your probably going to be your last year, as a kid, who would you say like you would have wanted to play for the most? What NFL team?
Obviously, the Saints.
The Saints?
Still will play for him. I think I'm giving.
I asked that to say there and he said anywhere but the Saints.
Oh, I probably if I still like I said, I still remember they won the Super Bowl. We had my uncle all watching the game on the floor. Yeah, so if they game got me,
Yeah, and those were some of the highs. It's nothing like that Rams game, man. That was brutal. That's brutal. But do you think that since people just don't draft LSU players for like a reason, it feels like they never pick them up?
That is true. I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but I mean, this is just, I'll let your boy, I'm right here in the backyard. Y'all can use.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And what would you say is like one thing you're most excited for?
for the season. Oh, really, I want to see how well put together we are as a team. I want to see how we respond to the situation, like on our backs against the wall, and nobody believes in it. I want to see how we come as a team and how we respond to that. Because I feel like we are taking those crucial steps as a team.
Yeah. And so tell me about Coach. How is he kind of on the tougher side, or is he more like understanding towards y'all,
Yeah, he's,
or a little bit of everything?
I would say, both. I mean, he's pretty laid back guy. Like, I mean, if he has to get on me, then he will. But other than that, I mean, he's pretty chill.
All right. And what would you say is like the toughest thing about being at LSU? Like, what is the hardest?
To eat.
Like,
Well, last season, we was in fall camp. They had to be at first practice, sun beaming, can barely move. And like, once you don't practice, you you sore, and you know you got to do it the next day. I get from the story. My freshman year with Coach O, fall camp came around. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, you're like, you ready for fall camp." As a freshman, like, yeah, okay, probably ain't nothing. First day, we done, couldn't walk. I promise you I couldn't walk. Legs sore and stiff, couldn't move. I probably cramped up that night. It was bad, but that problem. Yeah, I mean, that stuff's like we eat and humidity.
and I feel like everyone who doesn't live in Louisiana always complains about heat, but like
And just, you got
it's
body.
yeah,
I'm like,
it's different. It's different heat over here.
90 degrees, but it feel like 105. Like,
And did you see like a big difference between Coach O and Coach Kelly? Like I feel like Coach O has a little bit more of a bigger personality, but like just as far as the game wise,
pain wise, I would say Coach O was more like hands on the type of, because he did coach G Law down. He was like, he was always down about it. Like BK, like I said, he'll oversee everything. He'll be with offense one day, he'll be with defense the other. So that's pretty much the main difference. Other than that,
and what would you say is like your kind of welcome to college football moment?
so like I said, back in our freshman year, so what we did was we had competition Tuesday, and that's what all the one-on-ones is to practice. You know, it was still for practice.
Mm-hmm.
So Wednesday, we would come in as a team. We would watch one-on-ones. So you got a variance. You on the street.
Yeah,
So like I said, I struggled a lot our freshman year. And what I got embarrassed a lot. But I mean, that just made me the guy I'm not. But that's probably not welcome to college.
and do y'all still do those one-on-ones
Oh,
for practice?
yeah, every day. Yeah.
And how we feel now? Are we embarrassing people now?
It's like getting embarrassed.
Big step up.
Yeah.
And what would you say, like, what would you tell your freshman year self if you could see him right now?
Uh, don't give up. Don't lose faith. Keep your confidence. You know what you're capable of. You just got to show it when the opportunity comes. And don't, like I said earlier, don't get worried about watching the next game and what do you do. Yes. Control you. Care of yourself.
Now, kind of going more towards like the closing segments and everything. We kind of talked about basketball earlier. If you had to pick four other NBA players to be in your starting five lineup, including yourself, what four players would you pick?
Let's see. You get the one.
And you can go all the time too. It don't have to be current players.
I'm kind of really all of their goodness.
Take your time, think of it.
All right. I'm taking me, NJ at the two. At 3.5 up against Stoke. So I'm gonna let I want LeBron Jenkins on over that one. All right. So we're gonna put KD3 LeBron 4. And then with D-Shaq.
Feel like that's a good one.
Yeah,
LSU alone.
yeah, that's not a good one.
Speaking of like LSU alone, have y'all seen y'all see a lot of old alumni come through a lot, like people on the football team or someone on the basketball team come show y'all some love?
Yeah, from time to time we do like you'll see them probably like at a spring game or they might show up at a practice one day. Like during spring, DJ Shark came and spoke to us. But yeah, it just will pop up every game.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Didn't y'all have Travis Scott come through?
You did.
How was that?
That was funny. That was. But like I said, you don't really meet people like that.
Yeah.
You know, every day. So we ain't able to see him down the cool.
What would you say is like the music y'all go into before every game?
So as a team,
I'll let you get yours after, but as a team,
straight rock, straight young boy. But maybe Batman, that's probably what it is. Without
yeah.
me personally, it just depends on what mood I was.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably listen to YB, anything we already hit, Lucy Levy. I wake up and just chill, probably go R&B, like old R&B.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to be on. I wake up.
Yeah. And if you had like a top three rappers right now, can you give it three?
One, I'm going J. Cole. He's my favorite artist. Top two, right?
You can go to like all like your all time favorites.
Came to J. Cole, definitely up there. Lil Wayne, for sure. The third one's tricky. Like I said, it really depends on what mood I'm in at the time. So, go Lucy. Keep it in the state. There we go.
I like that. So before I get to my last question, don't want to hold you too long. If you had something to say to all the youth who see you, they're gonna see you this year in the field, and maybe they want to be like you one day and play for the Tigers, what would you tell them?
Uh, Going through what I went through, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. Always bet on yourself. That, like I said, basically the whole show. Don't worry about what the next person is doing. Just focus on yourself. Like I said, look in the mirror, lock in, and everything is gonna fall into place.
Okay. So my last question, so it's my ending segment. Why do you enjoy life?
I think for a long time out, like if you asked me this question a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I probably didn't tell you what the answer is. But now, being in almost being with Sharon Rumbles every day, I would say process, seeing yourself get better and seeing opportunities unfold for yourself. Just that whole entire process. That it's probably
That's hard
Yeah, it is.
because always the process is more important than the destination.
Yes, sir. You have to follow those. You got to.
That's great. And it's been great answers all around today. And like I said, I don't want to keep you too long, but I do want to say thank you for doing this. It means the world to me. And we're going to wish you the best of luck this evening. And maybe we could do a follow up in a couple episodes from now. Maybe talk Apple season or what's up for the future. But with that being said, also, I already get a check them out and then need to. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Got any closing remarks for us?
Hey, always believe in yourself. Keep faith in God.
Great. Thank you again for coming through. I really appreciate it. And like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Yeah.